Every night at exactly 3:33 a.m., I wake up with the feeling that someone whispered a name in my ear. And every time, I look at my smartwatch to check the time. It always says 3:33 a.m. But 3 days ago, I woke up to that whisper, glanced at my watch, and saw it was already 3:34 a.m., just a minute late. I felt a strange relief as if my cycle had been broken, and I fell asleep. In the morning, I realized I didn't remember going to bed. I fell asleep on the couch in front of the TV. My bedroom smelled of ozone, like after a thunderstorm. And when I reset my watch, it turned out it was missing exactly 1 hour of sleep data, from 3:33 a.m. to 4:33 a.m. Yesterday, I decided to record everything on video. I put my old phone on the nightstand and pointed it at the bed. I went to bed. I woke up to the whisper. The clock showed 3:34 a.m. again. I immediately checked the recording. In the video, I was sleeping peacefully until 3:33 a.m. Then the screen fogged up for a second. When the image returned, I was no longer asleep. I was sitting on my bed with my back to the camera, staring at the wall. I sat there motionless for exactly an hour. At 4:33 a.m., I slowly lay down and fell asleep again. I remembered nothing at all. Today, I set up not one, but 3 cameras, and I put a piece of paper and a pen next to my bed. If I sit up again, maybe I'll write something down. It's 3:32 a.m. now. I'm waiting. And then I heard the pen scrape in the darkness. It rolled slowly across the paper, without my help. And suddenly the watch on my wrist showed 4:34 a.m. I lost an hour, right now, and I wasn't sleeping. I was watching the clock the whole time. So, the thing that wakes up at 3:33 a.m., it's not me. I moved into a new apartment. The bedroom had old but beautiful wallpaper, a delicate pattern with birds and branches. Cozy. A week later, I noticed the pattern had changed. Not much. One bird, which had previously been perched on a branch on the left, was now on the right. I chalked it up to an optical illusion, to me just not remembering. But the changes continued. The birds slowly turned their heads. The branches grew thinner, then thicker. One morning I saw that where one of the birds had once perched, a small, barely noticeable gray cat was now hiding in the leaves. I called a repairman to remove the wallpaper. He came, looked, and said, "That's strange, that's not wallpaper. It's paint right on the wall. And the paint is fresh, only a few days old. But I've been living here for a month now." That night I woke up to a rustling sound. Moonlight was falling on the wall, and I saw the shadows of the branches on the wallpaper swaying, as if in the wind. And then all the birds on the wall turned their heads at once and looked straight at me. Morning, I bought a can of spray paint and painted the entire wall black. It helped for 3 days. Today, wet spots appeared on the black paint. They form a pattern. They are no longer birds. They are silhouettes. Human silhouettes. One of them, tall and thin, stands at the head of my bed. Another, shorter, sits in the corner. And a third, a child's, seems to be swinging on an invisible swing. They become more and more distinct. And then, as I look at the wall, the silhouette at the head of the bed slowly raises its hand and waves at me, in time with my heartbeat. They are not in the wallpaper. They are under it, and they want to break out. I'm a photographer. A month ago, I was taking atmospheric photos for my portfolio in an abandoned factory. In one of the shots, taken deep in the ruins of a ruined workshop, I later noticed a face on my computer screen. Pale, blurry, it stared straight into the lens. I thought it was a homeless person or graffiti. I deleted the photo, but since then, in every photo I've taken, with dark corners, depth, or mirrors, I find that same face. It's always somewhere in the background, in the reflection of a window in a friend's portrait, in the shadows of trees in a landscape, in the darkness of a pupil in a close-up of a cat. It's never in focus, but it's always there. Yesterday, I photographed my girlfriend in the kitchen on a clear day. Cheerful, bright photos. When I looked through them, I saw it in her pupil, in the tiny reflection of the kitchen window. Now it was closer, clearer, and it was smiling. I deleted all the photos from my hard drive and formatted the memory cards. I bought a new camera. This morning, I took a test shot from my studio window. Just sky and rooftops. Against the clear, empty sky, when I zoomed in to the maximum, a face appeared in the pixels of the clouds. It filled the entire frame. The eyes were closed. And a few minutes ago, my new camera, lying on the table, clicked by itself. A photograph appeared on the screen. My back, sitting at the computer, writing this text. And in the dark rectangle of my monitor, it's not my face that's reflected. It's his face. And his eyes are now open, and he's pointing somewhere behind me. I don't turn around. I hear quiet, even breathing behind me. It's not mine. And on the screen of the photograph I just took, two faces are reflected on the monitor. His and mine, but with his smile. This isn't in the photographs. This is with me. And it seems like it's about to break out of the depth of field into the real world.